the crazy thing is for guys, sometimes they're afraid of communicating with a girl early because they think, okay, if I tell her the truth, she's gonna bounce. Two things. First and foremost, you can't communicate. You can't go into a thing with a girl being afraid to do so. If she leaves, she leaves. That's that's the mindset you have to have from the jump.
You can't be a beta, man. You can't be chasing girls. Like, they will come and go. If she goes, she's meant to go.
That's that, brother. Hey, what's good? What's good, my peoples? Yeah, welcome back to another Speakyoursauce video. It's your boy Bungs.
And it's Shay Ventures.
Yes, sir.
I posted a picture on Insta. Everybody that's watching this video, go and like the picture, please.
Okay, yeah, go and like the picture because the kid is back. He doesn't really upload on Instagram. He never uploads.
I hardly ever upload.
Yeah, man.
The last time I uploaded was it Jan?
Anywho, oh, that was so loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, as you can tell, the mood in the camp is crazy. Life is looking schmoody. How you doing, my boy?
I'm doing alright, man.
Yeah?
Doing alright.
Yeah.
We just grinding and shining,
We're
my brother.
grinding and shining.
How you doing?
Yeah. Listen, can't complain, man. Life is a little bit left and right, but, you know, I'm feeling straight. You know, we do. So, yeah, today, what I wanted to talk about was, I don't know, relationships, dating, modern dating, and we can kind of just chop it out from
Favorite topic.
Oh, I love this topic so much. So, if most of you do know or don't know, I am probably the notorious guy. First of all, I've never been in a relationship. So, let me put that there. And I'm notorious in our group to be the one to not want to get into a relationship anytime soon. Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be very near enough impossible for me to get into a relationship. So me and the boys were talking yesterday and we were figuring out, okay, so Sia, what would it actually take for you to be in a relationship? So I kind of broke it down and I was thinking, okay, what would it take? And I was thinking, okay, cool. So all of the women that I've been with recently, previously, why was it that she stuck out more than the others, X, Y, and Z? And I was like, okay, it's because for her, she was more attractive than I was. I saw her and I said, you know what, you're a goddess. I think you're beautiful, X, Y, and Z. I didn't really put her on a pedestal because, you know, I didn't simp X, Y, and Z, but I said, nah, you know what, this girl's gorgeous, X, Y, and Z. So I said, you know what, that's the missing criteria. I need to find the babes that I think is better looking than me.
So have you found babes that weren't better looking but had all the other qualities?
Yes.
And they didn't stick?
Yeah, so for example, remember the girl in first year, the Turkish one? The one that was in first year, second year, like her. So I definitely found a girl that ticked every single box but the attraction box. And that's why she lasted so long. But the reason we didn't go over the edge was literally because of the attraction. Right? Because I thought she was cute. I thought, you know, she was a gorgeous girl, X, Y, and Z. But it's like, you know, I didn't think she was better looking than me. So what I mean by this is essentially, if I'm with a girl that I think I'm better looking than, that means that there is a better girl out there. And obviously, when you're with your girlfriend, you shouldn't think there's better, X, Y, and Z. So for me, to prevent me from thinking, okay, I've got this girl, but I want better. To stop me from getting better, is for me to have better.
I think, because because some people would think of that in a bad way. It's kind of like nothing's ever good enough. But it's thinking about things in a way of, you have to remember, that physical attraction is important. As a guy, like, it's important no matter what you say. I know physicals die.
Yeah, and all that when you're older.
But right now, while we're young,
listen,
we're strong.
We're sharp with it, you know.
Like, physicals matter. So your head being turned, like, you thinking about, okay, cool, if you're with somebody who you find less attractive than yourself, then your head is going to get turned by somebody more attractive than you. It's not because you want it to get turned. It's not because your girl's, so to say, not good enough or whatever. It's because we're sexual creatures.
We just want the best of the best.
And that's you. Like, we just want the best. If you see somebody on the street and they're just your type physically, then naturally you're gonna want to know if they tick the other boxes.
There you go.
So I think it's that remembering we we see girls first from the outside in, not the inside out.
And obviously guys were like, oh my God, that is so terrible. Right, blah, 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 blah.
Like
because my boyfriend
we
is
saw
this.
you before we spoke to you.
There we go.
So if you put two girls next to each other, what are you judging them off of?
And they're saying, oh yeah, but what about personality? But listen,
I don't know you yet.
My personality did not bring me here. Your personality did not bring me here.
I don't know you yet.
You see what I'm saying?
Put them next to each other, and what are you judging them off of?
Looks,
their
brother.
appearance.
Looks, brother.
So you want somebody that's your type, and I think that is why a lot of people end up cheating and all that stuff, because they get with somebody who isn't their type.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, but the vibes were there and she was kind of cute, whatever. And for me, not necessarily to prevent myself from cheating, not saying that I will, whatever. I just want to be honest with myself to the core, because I know like cheating sucks. Yeah, getting cheated on, infidelity, X, Y, and Z, it sucks, right? So for me, I'm going to do my utmost to be true to myself, know what I like, and know what's going to keep me around.
Settle, man.
You see what I'm saying? Settle. So if I know that, okay, getting with somebody not based on looks but based on personality pleases society but won't please me, who's going to be the loser?
Word.
Me, I lose and society loses, because now I've ruined a woman's heart and now she's going to go back to the streets and fuck shit up.
And again, you're back to square one.
I'm back to square one.
It's remembering that all boxes are important. Like the physical box is as important as the personality box. Like, no matter what anybody says,
it's crazy.
It's all as important.
It's crazy. Right. So when we look at it, you asked me a beautiful question about looks and attraction and development. So if you just want to run up that question again.
Yeah, it's basically, you mentioned a certain female. Who ticks your looks box, ticks the personality box, so to say, as much as what we know. She's a vibe. She's a vibe. Yeah. But my question was, can she help you elevate? And it's like, yeah, it's just thinking about that, because I think about it too when thinking about the girl that I would want to be with. It's like, do you want a girl that would help you elevate, or do you want a girl that's just they just tick your boxes and they meet your needs?
I got you. I think, you know what, for me it's a good question, but now thinking about it, I think I've got the breakdown. For me, part of my attraction to a woman, part of my attraction to personality is the capacity to help me elevate. So what I mean by this, first of all, I'm a sapiosexual. Sapiosexual is just basically somebody that's attracted to intelligence. So when I'm talking to a girl, when I'm able to fuck around and just be a goofball around her, that's sexy. But then when I also want to lock in and talk about kind of business mindset, growth, development, a book I'm reading, any concept X, Y, and Z, that's also attractive to me. Whether or not she can facilitate that conversation is not essential. For me, what I think, to kind of to broaden the spectrum, it's as long as you're a soundboard for me. So as long as I can speak my ideas out to you and you can kind of question this and question that's all I need.
So you don't care if she's an actioner of this stuff.
I feel like the advisory capacity is good enough for me. That is what will allow me to elevate. Because for me, what I've seen for myself is one thing that holds me back is the way I overthink too much and I keep everything in.
Yeah, having a second voice.
There you go.
I can level with that. Like that actually does make me think a little bit more, because I've always thought that I would want a girl that's not on my same level of grind. No way do I want that. No way do I want that. But like, just a girl that kind of does her own thing, that's got her own hustle,
her own craft.
Because I always thought that they would need to be doing to be able to be in that, like, to have that kind of mindset to be able to talk to me about that stuff. Or for me to be able to talk to them about that stuff. Like, I can't go and talk to you about business if you do nothing with business. Like, yeah, you might be smart, but you don't know anything about business. So how can I talk to you about it?
Got you.
But then it's what you just said of just having that second voice, that advice, that emotional intelligence, and just that general intelligence.
Just being switched on.
Yeah, I guess you don't need somebody who is about it. Like that. You just need, because there are intellectual females that aren't out there creating their own business, that might just be working a normal job,
9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah, but they're smart girls, but then I guess that's where the other qualities come. So it's remembering that whole
full thing. Exactly.
They need the whole.
Then they need the full circle, right? And I think that's what's important for me. So it's not necessarily you have to be a super smart girl, but like a woman that reads books, or if you don't read books, you know about books, you know about the Robert Kiyosaki's and the Tim Ferrisses and you know what I mean, the John. Just I've heard
or
about.
Or if anything, like even if they don't, like the capacity for you to be able to teach them or
Gal,
for them to
there you
just
go.
take note
There you
from
go.
you,
'Cause
and to improve them.
brother. So I used to chop it up with obviously another babes, yeah. And I was telling her like, listen, imagine if I was having a conversation with you, and I was talking about philosophy, and then she goes, wait, what's that? Or if I told her about Aristotle, she'd be like, wait, who's that?
Yeah,
Brother, every conversation,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
who's
low.
that? Wait, what's that? Like, cool, you're sexy and you're attractive, but what's that? Oh, brother.
It doesn't go past the attraction.
It doesn't go past. Now all you are, you're just a fling. Not
Yeah.
saying that that's how I see women, you know, but it just locks it off. So it's like the first thing that's most important is the thing that we can't change. That's how I see it. That's why the attraction is so important. And then it's like the personality can be adapted, can be malleable. So if I feel like, so for example, the girl in first year into second year, I feel like she changed a lot, not because like she was changing herself for me, whatever, but I was elevating her. A lot of things that I was saying because of the things I was into, she was like, yeah, no, I like that. I want to grow as well, so I'm going to adopt that. So it's like she doesn't have to be into that stuff, but if she has a willingness to adopt it and kind of join
That's
in,
a different story.
that's a different story. You see what I mean? And I feel like those are the things that's kind of helping me elevate. Whereas beforehand, the reason why, let's say, I wanted 3 girlfriends or 3 different wives, like someone said, was because I felt like I was putting women into different boxes, and I wanted a different woman for
For a different thing.
for each box, and I couldn't put my finger on how do I
find one that has everything. Yes, it's not easy to find them, and that's where you can't like search, and that's why settling happens, because people want, let's say, somebody that ticks 8 out of 10, but you're not gonna get 10 out of 10. You'd be lucky, but somebody wants somebody that ticks 8 out of 10, and the second they find somebody that ticks say 6 out of 10, they might settle on the other 2.
Damn.
When those 8 are really non-negotiable.
Yep.
Remember that thing that we would say, like, know your non-negotiables.
Everybody should have 3 non-negotiables. When you go into a dating scenario, have 3. Always have 3. Have
That's how
strong 3s.
relationships don't work when people get settled. Like,
Let's quickly dive into that before we go. Like, define a non-negotiable. It's pretty straightforward.
So non-negotiable for me,
like, what does it mean?
Physical attraction.
No, but what does
so
non-negotiable
non-negotiable being something that you don't settle for, basically. So if somebody has something or doesn't have something, like, it's a no. It's a no-go.
Yeah.
And you don't sway from that.
And I think that it's really important, because in the modern dating world, right, like a lot of women that I've seen and come across, like a typical non-negotiable is kind of like sex on the first night, right? But then it's like, okay, I meet a guy and he's kind of funny, he's kind of cute, X, Y, and Z, so I'm going to get rid of my non-negotiable for him.
It's not non-negotiable then.
There you go. And,
Like,
and then what tends to happen then is, through the relationship or the situationship, you start to give way to, I don't usually do this, but for you I will. And then you get heartbroken at the end of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I guess at that point you got to think, was it really a non-negotiable? Because some people, they say they got non-negotiables, they're not really non-negotiables. Like I can say I want a girl with beautiful eyes, like I want a girl with green eyes, for example.
But then you get with a girl with brown eyes,
and I'm happy now. Like it wasn't a non-negotiable. But I can say my girl needs to have she needs to have cake. But I tell you, that's a non-negotiable. And that's the thing, like, and I know that I can't be with a girl with a dead back.
Yeah.
Like she needs to have some jiggles.
And like, why is having a non-negotiable important, would you say?
Because when you don't have the non-negotiables, then you get into something, and then you end up learning through experience that it's not what you like, and then boom, like, you're out of a relationship or whatever. It's kind of wasted time, or you hurt somebody, whatever. I think guys do it a lot. Like, guys don't, out from half your own fault, half not your own fault, the whole thing of settling. If a girl ticks 9 out of 10 boxes,
you're like, yeah, cool.
What the one box she doesn't tick is your non-negotiable.
Damn, brother.
Because
she's
ticks
got
all
9
those boxes, and you enjoy your time with her and all this stuff. It's cool, but from the jump, most of the time, guys know whether they would wife a girl or not. Like, from day one of talking,
from hello,
we know, would we wife you or not.
And like a study was done, an interesting one, where they talk about how women can fall in love with a man over time based on his attraction, based on his humor, based on his intelligence. So the study was done where women would be brought into a lab and they'd rate a man out of 10. Yeah, they'd rate 10 men out of 10 and they'd say, okay, he's a 5, he's an 8, X, Y, and Z. Then they'd go on through the experiment and then they'd read like the profiles of the man, read his income, read his earnings, read his job, read his personality, and then they have like a video diary of each guy, right? And then they do the ratings out of 10 again. And then what they found is that women who'd rated lowly on the men, then they'd see the men, and the men with kind of categories that fit similar to what the women are into would then increase their rating from a 6 to an 8, 7 to a 9, X, 1, Z. Men done the same thing, and we found that there was a significant study, like a significant difference of men would rate women equally from the first time, regardless of her profile, and then the second time. You see what I mean?
You're taking everything into consideration. Because
brother,
now it's just a thing of, do we vibe? Because you can literally, right, you can tell me the things that, let's say, physical attraction, like the intelligence, your interests, basically, and like little things that you bring to the table, can you cook and all that stuff. Like, after that, because we, at the end of the day, we're qualifying to see, would we want to be with you for the rest of our life? Would we want you to be the mother of our children?
Yep.
So, like, thinking about the things in that, tick those off. Now, do we connect? That's it. And we connect, then let's go.
It's job done. And we know that from the very beginning, we already know what's going on. We already know what's going on.
But then where us as guys, we do fault is that we will lead girls on or get with girls knowing that we wouldn't wife them.
We is crazy.
As guys, I'm not saying we as in me and you, we as a gender.
As a gender. Collective.
Yeah, it's what a lot of guys do. And because of that thing of, you might want a girl, so you end up settling. But you settling, knowing full well that you wouldn't wife her, you're either going to end up cheating or you're going to end up like hurting her. And on the girl's side, it's like from the girl's side, it's like out of nowhere, like you just suddenly switched on me.
Damn, what
really
happened?
And truly,
we
it
already
was like this the whole time, but you just didn't communicate it. You didn't communicate it to her because you was riding that wave.
You were just on the high, and then when the high is gone now, what's left?
And now you said it to her, and now you just broken a girl's heart, and it's like, yeah, man. I think from everybody, girls as well, just the whole settling thing. Like, I think that's why a lot of girls end up getting hurt as well, because they end up settling with a guy that doesn't have their non-negotiables or that has stuff that they wouldn't want. Like girls that go for the wrong guys. They know they're the wrong guys, so why are you still going for them? Right.
Female nature, man. Female.
But it's guys too. Girls that go for the wrong guys, and then guys that settle with the wrong girls. It's crazy, man.
So what needs to be done, my brother? What, like, in your opinion, what needs to be done?
Just start, like, know what you want and don't settle, basically.
I guess it's easier said than done. But I think the biggest thing, right, is having that kind of understanding of yourself, what you're into, and then having the confidence to kind of communicate that in the early doors.
It's
and that's
honesty and communication.
Brother, and that's one of the biggest things that I picked up kind of in my dating experience since probably first year, since like post uni. The difference is a lot of the times now, if I'm getting into something with a girl from early doors, I'm letting you know, this is what's up. This is what's up.
You have to, man, because it just saves so much stress later down the line.
Brother,
communication is very much key.
I'm telling you, we live by. You see, the thing about this podcast is that we're not just talking about theory. We're telling you from experience. Yeah. We've been in the trenches. Yeah, I've
made my mistakes. Like
I've been in the living room with this guy, advising him on how to deal with a woman that he didn't communicate for. Yeah. He's done the same thing to me, and we've learned from that. Yeah. And we know now. Listen, especially for guys, I think the crazy thing is for guys, sometimes they're afraid of communicating with a girl early because they think, okay, if I tell her the truth, she's gonna bounce. Two things. First and foremost, you can't communicate. You can't go into a thing with a girl being afraid to lose her. If she leaves, she leaves. That's that's the mindset you have to have from the jump.
You can't be a beta, man. You can't be chasing girls. Like they will come and go. If she goes, she's meant to go.
That's that, brother. Right. You see what I'm saying? You cannot be afraid to lose women. If she goes, she goes. You just go.
Another one.
There you go. Yeah. And then the number two, the biggest thing as well, is 9 times out of 10, girls are most times down anyways. If you're honest, what girls hate, and women can back me up on the comments, what women hate is when men lie. That's what pisses
Imagine,
them
I
the
saw I
most.
saw a clip on
Pisses
Insta
them off the most.
the other day. I can't remember what page it was. I think it was called. I think it was from the Insta page. Made You Think. They interviewed one lady, and the clip was literally the problem with men is that men lie, and they don't lie because they want to lie. They lie because they don't want to hurt the girl.
They think that what they're telling them is the lie. It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's the very lie that fucks it up. Because this is what happens. Yeah, they start talking to a girl. Okay, they think, okay, if I tell her the truth, I'm gonna hurt her, so let me lie. And then they go do whatever, and then they end it because he lied to her and he hurts her. And she's like, listen, if you just told me the truth, you wouldn't have hurt me, right? And just men are so afraid to hurt her. But the thing is, it's like a defense mechanism. It's not that they're afraid to hurt her. It's that you're a coward. You're scared.
Well, you don't want to like imagine you got a sweet one.
Brother.
Imagine you got a sweet one. She takes everything except from one thing.
Mm.
So now it's like I don't want to tell her the truth because I'm not trying to lose her. Like I ain't had a sweet one in a minute.
Yeah, but
there's
that's
nobody else.
And that's where it comes from. Number one, you can't. So we have to go into the premise of I'm not afraid to lose anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to lose anyone.
That's what it is.
You have to, because if you already go in with that scarcity mindset of I don't want to do so, you're fucked from the jump. Because then you're going to lie and you're going to connive and you're going to be deceitful because you want to keep her. But imagine if you had 5 baddies. Now that 6th one comes along, you're telling her exactly what I got.
Yeah, but that's because you got the abundance.
So you have to have. So you have to have the mindset before you have it.
I think the foundation you've got to go back to, that base, is why. What do you want her for?
Damn.
So
Crazy.
Why are you mad about losing her? What do you want her for? Like, because if it's just for sex, then there will be another. Like, you can find another sweet one.
This is very true.
You can find another sweet one. But if it's because she ticks 9 out of 10 of your boxes and you generally wife this girl, but this one box is holding everybody back, and now you got to tell the truth. And if you tell the truth, you lose her. If you lose her and you wanted to wife her, you have to remember, like, okay, cool. You wanted to wife her because she wanted to be with her for the rest of your life or whatever. You think she's your soulmate, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose her, then she's not your soulmate.
Damn.
If she goes, it's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
So it's just remembering. I think it's remembering the foundations of that. Yeah, having that abundance mindset that if they're meant to stay, they will stay. If she's really on your same wavelength,
brother,
telling the truth, she'll stick around.
We'll tell you this from experience. Listen, tell women the truth, and brother, listen, the fact that you're telling the truth, 9 times out of 10, women get turned on by it. Look, there will also be women, I promise you, there's also women out there, oh my God, this is all you want? Oh my God, fuck you, you're so childish, la. And that I promise you that's okay. Because
there are girls that are cool with that. There's girls that want the same thing that you want.
Some girls are just down. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it's like, it's because you lie to her and saying that, oh, I'm trying to see what happens and, I might see a future in you. So her mind shifts like, okay, so this guy's trying to take me, so let me take him serious.
But really and truly, you're not trying to see a future of her. You just want the 30 friends with benefits.
But that's what she wanted in the beginning.
Just
say
it, man. Like, if you lose her, there'll be another.
You keep it stepping, man.
Yeah, you gotta wear your heart on your sleeve with everything.
I hear that, man. Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, just be honest, man. And obviously it's easier said than done. I promise you, especially when you're down and out, and you got no baddies on the roster, it's long.
But it's worth it, because when you do get the roster, roster's
no. Let's be honest here, yeah. When you're down and out and you're roasting and that one sweet one comes, it's so hard. but once again, right, this is where I love the groundwork. For me, I would say a lot of the groundwork has to come from when you've got no baddies. When you've got nobody around, when you've got no things, this is where you have to really build that mindset on, okay, I'm not trying to go after women. I'm trying to control my sexual energy. I'm not trying to be charged. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be clear-minded. Because it's so easy to do it when you got 2 girls, right? It's easy to do.
Yeah, because now that they're there. You can, if you wanted to break the habit or whatever, you can just go over to them.
See what I'm saying? So it's like saying trying to kind of go on a self-development journey while you're drunk. It's easy to have confidence when you're drunk because you're drunk.
Yeah.
It's easy. But the key is to do it when you're sober. Yeah. When you're 6 months sober, 1 year sober, that's when you build yourself. So the key is when you've got no baddies, that's when you build yourself. Figure out your non-negotiables. Figure out what you want from the women. Figure out how you're going to be honest, how you be confident, how to have abundance mindset. Now you've got that under wraps, then you can go out into the marketplace and you can start dating. You see what I'm saying?
See this guy? He's speaking his sauce. He's speaking that sauce.
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then, then you get one and it's like, oh, wait. And that's the big one. The best feeling is when you're honest with a girl and she says, yeah, I'm down for that too, brother. That feeling there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's weight off your shoulders. There's no more stress, and now everything's on the table. Nobody can get hurt. The only way you can get hurt is it's on you now. It's really on you.
Yeah, it's when you fumble the
get
bag.
hurt. Yeah,
exactly.
You've been honest.
There you go.
Yeah, well, like me personally, I've had it numerous times. I've had it numerous times, like growing up. That whole thing of just leading in one direction, and it just ends up fumbling. And I knew it was gonna go.
When I met this guy, oh my god. To be fair, you pattern up like we all have, anyways. Yeah. But yeah, when I first met you,
growth, man.
Nah, you were a mess.
It's growth.
You were a mess.
Yeah, man. But you know what it was? You know what it is? Yeah, I just want my numero uno, bro. Just what. But it's that whole thing of wanting it that bad that you settle when a 9 out of 10 comes. Like,
and that's what you were doing.
Wait for the 10 out of 10.
Because every conversation we were having, like Shay was onto me like, oh, see, listen, she ticks all the boxes but one.
Yeah, it's always a different box. It's always different.
Always changed.
And I know people might say you're never gonna find a perfect girl that ticks all your boxes. It's not like I'm asking for the impossible. It's literally just the things of physical attraction, mindset, and like occupation, like hobbies, kind of thing.
Brother, like a babes can literally hit the gym, read the books, and have a good job.
It's not saying she has to have curly brown hair. She needs to be from the Caribbean.
Be 5'2".
She needs to be 5'2",
and have like caramel
a certain job and all this stuff. No.
And her grandparents need to be half Dominican Republic, half Irish.
Like some people are like that, and that's them people. They're single for life.
Yeah.
People they're single for life. No, man. It's just finding somebody as well who can contemplate you. I think that's the biggest thing. I want somebody who can contemplate. Is that contemplate? Compliment me. Yeah, I said contemplate.
To think you.
Compliment me. Like, yeah. Somebody that can compliment me. Like, we can compliment each other. And we just shine together, man.
Yeah, man.
Shine together.
Go ahead, talk your shit, man. Cool. Yeah, man. I hope you lot enjoyed this one. Yeah, man. You know the relationships one is our favorite, man.
Yeah.
I love dating, modern dating. Oh, it's a vibe.
I can't wait until I'm out there, man.
Listen, I can't wait. You know what it is? I can't wait to be on this podcast with my wife, man. With my babes.
Word.
With my babes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's like, we're looking back and we're reviewing these kind of conversations here and we're breaking up. Oh my God, that was your mindset, right? You see what I'm saying? And the evidence.
Getting into the woman's mind.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And the evidence. Because right now, obviously, we're talking all our shit. But obviously, you guys can't see the receipts right now.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
But if you do want to see the receipts, how about you ask us to make a Patreon?
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Head over to SGS.
Ooh.
You might see a couple of things over there.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the one. Sauce got spilled on the Instagram. Also, follow me on Instagram because I pretty much post. I'm the behind the scenes guy.
When are you going to start actually posting on your feed?
What do you mean on my feed?
You don't post on your feed.
On my story.
Yeah, but you don't post on your feed.
These lot don't
post on your feed.
Do you not want to see me post on my feed? Let me know in the comments below. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, until then, it's just story time, man. Because my feed, I like it. When are you going to post on your feed, my brother?
Never.
Same here. Never. Never.
Nah, I can see, man. 2023, I'll be active.
2024.
But
I'm a mini him in it. So when he does it, mine is a year late. Wait, no, you're like 15 years older than me. So I'm 15 months later than him. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Cool. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've had a blast. It's been your boy Bongs.
It's been Shay Ventures.
Yeah, man. Catch you in the next one. Peace.